everyone, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here, and of course I hope everyone has an amazing day so far. If you're new here, of course, my name is Janny and I'm doing this all about Christmas channel. But today, you see already behind me, I'm not doing Christmas. I'm giving you my fall home tour for 2023. Of course, I know there are a lot of DIY lovers, and of course the next one will be a DIY again. But I also wanted to show you what I did with my home for the fall season. So I hope you come along with me and let's see what I have for this fall 2023. So we are going to start our home tour in my hallway, and my hallway is not the biggest. I'm already very happy with this corner. I can decorate. I have a big painting on the back side. Of course, I have a ladder and a dresser, and I showed you a little bit closer right now. I have a dresser with drawers. There I keep our shoes in, at least the one we are using. You see already, it's my book is from wood, and I have it already for a long time. This is my old truck. I also bought already years ago the little metal house, the greenery from IKEA, the little plants. I have a thrifted brown vase, of course, some fern from IKEA, a milk can, of course, again a thrifted a little plain bottle, and of course I did some pics from pumpkins over here, and I am really happy with how this corner is looking like. At least it is a small corner, and I have here my ladder, my black ladder. I have two ladders, one in my living room and one in my hallway, and my black star, I have this one also for years. So let's go now to my small wall between my kitchen and my living room. And here you see the little wall in between my kitchen and of course my hallway. I said my living room. Of course this wall is in my living room, but it's not in between. It is in the hallway and of course my kitchen. And you see I have it painted in the dark gray color, and I have a big clock on top of here. I have this one also for years. Here you see on the left, you see my homemade little farmhouse door, some wooden houses, of course the black star again, and of course some greenery pics. And I always do the pumpkin greenery and that kind of pics always in Germany or maybe in a garden center here in the Netherlands. But they are really have the greatest prices, so that's why I always buy them over there. You see here I have also my black ladder over here with some beaded garland and some wood pieces and some bells on top of here. Is also already for a long time, and I'm really happy with this little shelf in between the walls because it's not a big space. You can decorate. You have to be creative and just make your own little space to decorate it. So I hope if you have also a little space, just do a little piece of wood on the wall like a shelf, and then you can decorate even a little wall. And from our little wall we are going into our kitchen, and you see already one side of the kitchen I have, which was supposed to be a breakfast area, but we never used it as a breakfast area. We always eat our breakfast in the dinner of the dining room. You call it dining room and living room. Here in the Netherlands it is one room, so we have just one big room with our dining area and our living area, but you see that in a moment. But you see I have everything ready to eat breakfast, only I have everything in decoration. The bar stools are from IKEA, and I bought them on sale from the summer version, and it is already a very long time ago. And you see here this is a faux fur, and on top of there I have a lot of items which I collect. And this collection I always go thrift shopping with my family because we love to go thrift shopping. And I have this a little bit my I think someone which is for me a great creator is Yvonne from Ginger Check Rehab. I know her already for years, and I am so loving everything she is buying, and a little bit of jealousy because she finds the most beautiful things, which I was hoping we all had in the Netherlands, but we don't have that. But I am always collecting also kind of things, and my decor is a little bit like that, in the black, in the wood tones and the white, and of course a little bit of of coloring. So Yvonne, if you see this, you have a great taste of interior. So I'm really loving your decor. So, and you see, I go a little bit closer. I have here drifted country field vase. It was only 70 cents. And I have a little plant from IKEA inside. I have a lamp. I have a vessel with, it's also an, yeah, how you call it? We call it, I really have no idea how you call it in the Netherlands also. And I have it on top of a candle holder. I have my wooden little dogs over here. And I have a little wooden bowl and with some faux apples inside. I ordered the apples online on AliExpress. So if you want to have them, you can find them over here. I have here my closure and I haven't drifted a little vase inside of here and a little reed. He is also drifted. This is a drifted kitchen scale and I painted it in the black color. Did some greenery on top and did of course some kitchen items in between. I have my faux buxus bowl and of course I did some greenery picks inside and our fern from IKEA and a little globe. So it is one big thing with each other, but I am really loving it, how it is turned out. So now we go to the other side. Before I go to turn you around to the other side of my kitchen, I have to tell you, of course, if you want to see what Chris and Yvonne are making from drifted items, I will place the channels down below in my description box, because they have two channels. They have Yvonne and Chris, The Journey, and of course, Ginger Chick Rehab, and I will place it down below. Of course, go check it out if you like drifted items, because you will have so much fun if you are not familiar with them. So now I'm going to turn you around. I hope you don't get dizzy. Of course, this one is my small area for my coffee and my tea. So I keep you a little bit closer for the lighting, but I always keep it very simple. A drifted cutting board on the back side, and of course here in the net we call it a rasp. So you can, I don't know how you call it in English, but of course here is also drifted. And now I'm going further. I have here my soap area, and the soap is from Bath and Body Works, but of course we had two stores here in the Netherlands. We were so happy that we could buy also our Bath and Body Works thing, but they did go away. Here in the Netherlands we call it failliet. So they are both away. So we are really sad. So. And now we go further, and this is my area. I also decorate a lot with drifted items. You see here some cutting boards. I have the bigger cutting board from, I think, IKEA. I have some vase, some glass vase, and I have some pumpkins inside of it. He is been in every color you can imagine. And now I have him in the black color. I have here my little closure, and I glued a candle holder under it. You see over here, and I did also some greenery and some pumpkins inside, and a little scoop, if I'm correct. Do you call it a scoop, that metal one? And I have here my drifted, here in the Netherlands we say coffee molen. I think you call it coffee meal, if I'm correct, but I'm not totally sure. But he is drifted also. My drifted candle holder, I did some candle inside and some greenery. And this one, I have to show it to you. This one, I painted the underside black and the top in the is in the brown, but it is an ending of a bed. You won't believe it, because I have there also the second one for the other side of the bed. So you see, I have two pieces which normally belong to a bed you sleep in. So I have them on my on my kitchen counter for decor. And you see, if you go a little bit further, I have a little dresser with some drawers inside of here, and I have some kitchen items inside, some fall greenery and some pepper and salt. He's also drifted, and I am really happy with this one. It's also a cookie. You can make some cookies with it, but of course this is only for decoration. And you see, I am missing my little lampshade. He is still upstairs because one of them did broke. So I have another one, but I did totally forgot to place it on top. But I have everywhere the same color. So if you see, the color on my bar area is also the same. So now I'm going to take you to my dining area. And here you see an overview of my dinner area. Of course, like I said, it's in the same room. Here in the Netherlands, we most of the time have our sitting area and our dinner area in the same place. But of course, it is the one is bigger than the other. So that's always a little bit different, like a lot of you have. But of course, I am so happy with my long table because we are loving talking after dinner. So we are sitting here a lot because that's the time that we go take our day and see what everyone has done. Everyone is already very, of course, of older. At least my children are older. I'm already 55, so my children are already very older, but we are loving eating dinner together and, of course, talking after dinner because we are always very happy and sitting over here. So you see, I am going to take you now. I have a very simple tray on top of my table because I am love to it that it is easy and you just can easily take it away. On this tray I have of course my milk can. I painted in a dark gray color. I have here from Tumbling Tower Blocks a stand. I have a pumpkin on top of here. I have a drifted yeah, I don't know, is this a kind of an, yeah, I don't know how you call this one. I don't know how you call this one, but at least also in the Netherlands, I don't know how you call it. It's just a stand. I have little closures and I did some twine around it, some pumpkins, some little candle I bought with TK Maxx in Germany. And you see here I have my closure. And I have the underpiece is drifted and the top I also have from a garden center. I did my little chickens inside and some pumpkin greenery. I have my tumbling tower block rulers I made. So I am really happy how this tray is looking like, you know. And on the back side you see the little clock. I hope you can see it. This clock was gray and I painted it also in the black color because I am loving the black color. So this is how my dinner area is looking like. So I show it to you a little bit like this, and it's easy. You can just easily take everything away and just do your dinnerware on top of it. So now we're going to my dresser on top. And for my dinner area, I'm going to go to my big dresser, which is on this wall. And I'm going to show you now a little bit closer how this dresser is decorated completely on top. And here you see how it's decorated. I have on each side a little rattan planter, of course, with some IKEA fern inside. I have on the back side two black pillows, and in front of there I have drifted bogles, like we call them over here, and I have my clock in between, which I was a present for my son. Of course, on the left and the right I have my little closures with my watches of my family inside. I am really loving always having memories in my decor. So you see already this one is from my father, and I have some pumpkins over here, and I'm really happy. I kept it very simple, but I'm really happy how it turned out. And here you see the corner where we have our big TV because we love movies. So, and you see, I'm going to show you now the space under our TV, how I decorated it. Here you see the two laundry baskets because eventually they are laundry baskets, and I took everything out of it and took it apart, and I'm going to use them as just baskets under my TV. I did some pillows on top. A couple of the pillowcases are from IKEA. Of course, the greenery is from IKEA. I have here a same vase I had also in my kitchen. I have two of them for sale, and I have some road maps inside and a plant from IKEA and some pieces of fall colors. I think a little bit like fall colors. It's a little bit orange and yellow. And you see here I have my drifted vase, I have some greenery inside, I have some fall picks inside, and I'm really happy how this is turning out. It gives such a warm and cozy feeling. I have these two little vases from the Action, and they were only $1.70, so that's a very nice bargain. I have my two suitcases. I colored also already in a color, colored them also already in a couple of colors, so now they are in this color. And I have of course my black clock, which was in the gold color, some pumpkins and some IKEA Buxus bowl on top of a piece of rope. So I'm really happy how this underpiece under my TV is turned out. I show it to you now a little bit better this way. like this. So this is my TV area. At least the piece is under it. Most of you have the TV above your mantle. I wish I had a mantle, but I made my own mantle. You see, I'm going to give you now a little first a close-up of our sitting area. Of course, the lighting is not the greatest. I know. But of course, this is our sitting area, and I show you now a couple of places of this sitting area. First, I will start with my tray, of course, on my table. I will sit down and then you can see it a little better. You see here I made my little suitcase from tumbling tile blocks, and I decorated with some greenery from IKEA, some spools, some closures, and of course the pipe of my father and some pumpkin greeneries, and a little owl over here. On this side I have my thrifted vase, another one, and of course my wooden tree. I also have a long time my little rocking horse, and of course a piece of pumpkin greenery again. And I kept it also on this table, very simple. And normally in the evening we also have our Yankee candle, but I always keep it in my closet, or in my dresser. So this is how the table is decorated it. Now we go from this area until my own made little fireplace. Of course the lighting will be a little bit more dark because the windows are on the back side, so I try to do my best as I can. And you see already my reindeer already on top. So let's see what we have there. We are going to start above my fireplace. Of course I have two wooden trees on the back side. I have them also for years. On top of my heater I have, of course, which I don't use as a heater, I just use as a fireplace. I have my garlands over here and some picks for the fall season. I have it all year and change it up for every season. So we're going to go down. You see here on this side a candle holder, a big one with some buxus bowl from IKEA. I have some lamps over here, the same, and my thrifted bottles, of course, and my chest pieces where you can play chess with, if I am correctly. Here in the Netherlands we call it schaken. So I don't know, I think you call it the play, you could call it chest, if I am correctly. At least we call it schaken. Also a thrifted bottle over here. I found a lot of them. I had some inspiration from Yvonne, so don't mind me. And you see here I have a dough bowl. He's also thrifted and I bought only for €1. And I did some fall greenery inside. I have here a wooden book I did open, and I used it as a little decorating place. I did some IKEA plants inside, and of course some clock, which was also in the gold color. I did some candle over here, some pieces of twigs from outside. And I have again some thrifted vases and some pumpkins on top of my trunk. And the trunk I also have already for years. I go a little bit down. There I have a calendar, and of course again some decoration pieces I also found thrifting. So I am really happy how this little corner is turned out. So now we're going to take the other side. So normally on this side also would stand all year round. I have here a slimline Christmas tree, always all year round. I change them up for any season, but you see already he is gone. I took him apart because a lot of you are already here for a long time, knowing we are going to sell our house. And the problem is not that we are going to sell our house, because that will be very fast. But I'm very picky which house I really like. So I have a little bit of trouble finding the house that I like and where I want to, which is warm, welcoming, and which is where I feel myself. I really have the need to feeling the touch with a house. I don't know if it makes sense, but if I walk inside of a house, I have to get the feeling from, this is it. If I don't have that, I had it with this house, but if I don't have that, then I really don't want the house. So maybe I'm just crazy, but I really have to love the house before I'm going to give this up. So it's take a little bit longer. So that's why the Christmas tree is already gone. But I hope very soon that we find the house that I am really loving, so that we can finally go a new chapter in our life. But we will see. I take you along with that. So normally we are going from this corner to this corner, but you see already we are missing my Christmas tree, and my Christmas tree is there normally all year round, and I decorate it for every season. But like a lot of you who are here already for a long time, knowing we are looking for a new home, and I didn't find the home. This selling this home is not a problem because that will be very fast, but finding my home where I feel myself at home is a different different story, because when I come inside of a home which is for sale, I have to immediately think, this is my home. Here I feel warm, cozy. This is my place, and I didn't have that with any houses I was looking for the last period. So we are still looking, so, but I have to have the connection, because maybe I'm crazy. I'm sorry, maybe I'm really crazy, but it's a new chapter in our life and I want to do it right. So I am looking for a nice and special home. So I take you along with that journey, but I hope it will be very, very soon. And now we are doing the last piece of my house. That will be the wall and next to my hallway again. And you see, I call it my box, wooden box wall, because I have all kind of boxes on my wall. It's a set of 2, and I have them, of course, also for years. I will make a little bit closer for you. Of course, I have my milk cans inside. I have some little vases with my tea lights from IKEA. Of course, my metal black houses, they were also in another color. I have a wooden crate I placed on the side. I have my metal sign on the back side. I did my drifted clock inside. I have my tumbler tower blocks, little planters, and some little, here in the net you call them acorns. You call them squirrels, but of course I'm really happy. And I am a little pumpkin over here. I have another wooden crate over here. Place them aside. I have a metal house inside, and of course a little planter. And I did some pumpkin on top, some greenery, and my black books, which has also been in different colors. I have my beaded garland, and again my globe and my milk can again. You see here, this is very easy decorated in the neutral tones. But I am really happy with this kind of box, because there is no place for a dresser or something else which is so small that you have it's always in your way. And this is so small, so it is very easy, and you can always decorate it very nicely for every season. So this was my fall home tour for 2023. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. Of course, I wish you all an amazing rest of your day, and thank you for taking a little moment of your day to see my home tour for 2023. Have a beautiful day, everyone. See you in the next DIY.